Okay, let me try to explain the god-forsaken ordeal that I've just had to go through. I actually did record the entirety of the Elite Four, only to find, while trying to fight the rival, that the amount of resources that I had was not enough. I actually ran out of revives, and so I was restricted to having to keep all of my Pokemon from being killed, because any that were knocked out in that battle were not going to be coming back. That was far too much, considering the level disadvantage that I was at. So instead of just off-screening another shot at the Elite Four and coming back here when I actually had a decent amount of resources, I decided to restart the entirety of the Elite Four challenge. So at this point I'm just going to go through the teams, the team I've got, all the moves and that stuff that they've got. Homestar and Broadband haven't changed, neither has Artorigus. Valerie Fawn is the same. Butch, I got rid of Strength, but then put it back on because I couldn't work out what I wanted to replace it with. Aerial Ace is a good choice, but it probably wasn't going to do that much, in all honesty, so I decided to stick with the Strength, and hopefully that would this will work out. And I got to keep the Strength on it anyway because of some other stuff that I got to do in the post game. Then, as for Diana, I got rid of Acid. I thought it might have been useful, but I decided to replace it with Hidden Power. I checked all the hidden power types for the entirety of my team, found that Diana got Water, which complemented the rest of this set relatively well, since the growth helps it get a boost. So the hidden power is just there for the type coverage, and hopefully it will do well. So anyway, so that out of the way, let's go ahead and fight Lorelei. I now know the entirety of her team, and so knocking her over shouldn't be too much of a problem, unless she decides to get a whole bunch of luck hacks in. The luck hacks actually didn't set in stone until I got up to Lance, so hopefully the game decides not to change its mind here. So just lead to the Dugong, and assuming that there's no freeze hacks or anything like that, the Dugong is two-shotted in Thunderbolt. The Lapras, I think I wanted to like switch out and try to kill it with something else, but I found that was just a terrible idea in general, so I decided to stay in here, only to find that this thing had a Thunderbolt of its own, although the Paralysis is nice. Actually, let me set in Parafusion. That'll really piss Lorelei off. Well, it will, assuming that the thing will actually hit itself. Oh, lovely! So much for our Parafusion there, hey! It's still fucking useless. Okay, can't switch item slots in the middle of battle, that's fine. Got over the confusion, that's fine, because she's not healing it, so I'll be able to get rid of it with a Thunderbolt anyway. That Paralysis might have actually saved my skin there. Slowbro, by this point I was actually into Dianea and was basically sweeping her with Dianea. I'm hoping that this will still work, but although I have to get up AR growth here. Yeah, go to sleep now. Problem is I end up friggin' asleep as well, so I need to full heal this and hopefully he doesn't wake up, or she doesn't wake up. Get up one growth, and that should actually be enough to start ripping her a new one. Because Leaf Blade will one-shot Slowbro. It will not one-shot this Milotic. I'm outsped, and I get attracted. Lovely. Can I get a critical? Thank you. So much for the attract there. The Walrein, I believe, gets one-shotted here as well. It's only really because of that they are low enough level for me to be able to push off shit like this. And then there's the Wigglytuff, which I might as well stay in and just kind of clean house with. And more sleeping. Can you do anything other than put stuff to sleep? You can do Perish Song. Why have you got Perish Song? I'll kill you in one turn. Screw killing yourself in 3, I'll just kill you in 1. Okay, so that was Lorelei. Unfortunate that I just blew through that relatively quickly, but I hate having to redo stuff. It kind of annoys the shit out of me, and I would have loved to have kept my original attempt, but unfortunately the game decided that the amount of resources that I had pulled together before the fight was not going to be enough. But then, of course, there was me just deciding that I wanted more stuff. And to redo that sort of jazz. I could have easily just done it off screen, but whatever. Anyways, Bruno leads with the Steelix, which is one-shotted very easily. Donphan... I think he can survive Surf. Actually, no, he can't. I think I tried. Oh, actually, I think I tried to put it to sleep, and then it didn't work, and then it like one-shotted me or some shit. Armaldo, yeah, you can die to Surf as well. So there goes half of his team. Here comes the other half, leading with Machamp, which I found the best way to get rid of this is by using Fly, which will dodge cross-chop, and then hit it with Fly, and it survives. Whatever. Get in a Drill Peck, because Drill Peck will bring it down like that, and then another Drill Peck will get rid of it. The next team member, I believe he'll send out his Hitmontop. Yeah, I kind of forgot about it. Intimidate. Lovely. And the annoying part is he'll just go ahead and... Okay, I was expecting him... he has Detect, and I remember back in Gold, Silver, Crystal, whenever I would use Fly, it would use Detect, so it would just continue to miss again and again and again. But thankfully he did not do that. Poliwrath, just because... Just to kill it with Dynea, just to kill it with something different. Hypnosis is a miss. Full Restore, whatever, that's just wasting more time. And, yeah. That was Bruno. Bruno was always a bit of a pushover, though, so doesn't exactly surprise me that he's... And then he just looks to the left and he's just like, ugh, can't believe I lost. Okay, so I believe I wanted to, my initial intention here was to cut the segment after the first two and then do the second two in the next segment, but the segment lengths were just far too short for that sort of stuff, so what I actually plan to do here is I plan to switch... I plan to cut the segment off after either this or Lance. Actually, no. My intention was to cut it off after this, and then Lance didn't take quite as long as I was expecting, and so I got all 4 Elite Four members in on this segment, so I'm hoping that remains the case here. Anyways, Agatha, she uses primarily Ghost types here, I believe. Well, she leads with a Ghost type in Shedinja, which auto-dies to Flamethrower. I thought she led with a Crobat, which is why on my previous attempts here I went with Torgus, but it's fine. I mean, I outsped it anyway, so it doesn't actually matter. Speaking of Crobat, here it is right here. This Crobat cannot do anything to me. It'll try to put me to sleep. It's also got Shadow Ball and that sort of jazz, but it does not really do that much to me. She will probably heal it. Yeah, heal it. Full Restore, bring it back down to yellow, kill it with Iron Tail. Shadow Ball doesn't do that much, yeah. It's got Hypnosis, so I kind of figured it would try to put me to sleep, but evidently that was not the case. Sableye, this thing has Recover. I don't know why it has Recover, but it has Recover, and I sure as hell don't approve of it. Anyways, Iron Tail looks like a pretty solid move here. Yeah, there's the Citrus Berry, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. Iron Tail should get rid of it, and it does. Gengar, I'd love to go with Valerie Fawn here, but unfortunately it has Will-O-Wisp, which means Shadow Ball does less damage. So the intention here is to go with something quick, like Butch, and basically hit it with a hard move. Will-O-Wisp isn't going to do anything. It will probably Shadow Ball me, or Thunderbolt. Assuming RNG is not an arsehole, the second Flamethrower should get rid of it. Okay, got rid of that. That is very good. Next is Misdreavus, which might as well go with Valerie Fawn. I'm not too sure if this one has Will-O-Wisp. I'm about to find out. No, it's got Taunt though, so I'm just going to have to stick with attacking this thing. It outsped me as well, so I would have gotten the Taunt off before I could get Hypnosis anyway. So, oh god damn it, Destiny Bond. Or whatever. I've got 30 revives now, so it's fine. She actually set that up relatively well because she prevented me from using anything that wasn't an attacking move, and then she just went like, okay, I'm just going to make sure you die. Oh god, yeah, this Hypno is an asshole. I need to get rid of this thing very quickly. Is that a 2-shot? No, it's not. Yeah, because it's going to get up Calm Minds, and I just barely managed to scrape a win against this thing in the previous attempt, so I'd love to be able to get it down with a whole bunch of stuff. Can I get it paralyzed, actually? No, I can't. Let me switch out and go for something more physical. Broadband sounds like a good choice. Try attack, see what that does. Hopefully I can get a status condition on that. Nope. And to make matters worse, it is probably going to heal itself. She's probably going to heal it. So I'll heal that, and yeah, there's the full restore. That's annoying. And more calm mines. That's annoying. Yeah, that goes. Put it to sleep, maybe. If I can put it to sleep... Insomnia. Lovely. So that was a waste of time. Okay, Butch. Your move. Extreme speed. Yeah. Doesn't exactly surprise me, now does it? Okay, you can get more confusion hacks going. Hopefully that works itself out. Okay, that's not doing too bad. Surf. Do as much damage as I can on this thing. Damn it! Now I've got to waste a turn to heal because I don't want to switch out because Artorigus is not going to survive a Psychic. I think it's actually counteracting the damage that it's taking from Psychic with... from the confusion by just... Yeah, this is not good. I'd like for Hypnosis to miss once in a while. Yeah, the fact that it's a physically defensive chunk means it's able to survive some hits, and then it just gets up its special defense and then has a means to attack. So that's a bit of a dick move. So I'm just going to cut the segment here while I heal off screen, and I will be back momentarily. I reckon I'm about as ready as I can be for taking on Lance here. So let's give this a bit of a whirl, shall we? I know a fair bit about him, because it took me like 4 or 5 attempts to beat him on my first run through here, so we'll just get into the battle here so I can go through the thought process here. Leads with the Salamence. Now my first attempt I led with Valerie Fawn and found that was a terrible idea because it has Dragon Dance. So the intention here is to just get in an Ice Beam and kill this thing straight up so that it poses absolutely no threat whatsoever. He then goes into Dragonite. Now, Dragonite is not going to be one-shotted in Ice Beam, I can tell you that right now. So unless he criticals with Thunderbolt... So if he criticals with Thunderbolt, I'm in a lot of trouble. Or we could freeze. Either way, he will. Either way, he'll full restore here. But the fact that he froze meant Homestar doesn't take any damage from this thing whatsoever. So I basically just spammed the crap out of Ice Beam. Wow, 2 freezes in a row. That's hilarious. Reminds me of when I fought Lance in our Pokemon Stadium 2. I led with a Blastoise. Did not one-shot it. I believe the way it worked out is against his first 2, I froze and then killed it, and then with the third Pokemon, I think I just killed it with a Surf. I basically beat him in the space of 5 turns, and he never touched me, which I found to be hilarious. And that double freeze right there kind of reminded me of it a little bit. This Gyarados does not die to Thunderbolt unless I crit it, which is quite unfortunate because it kind of goes AWOL with the Thunder Wave. Okay. I'm fully expecting it to Earthquake now, so I'll go ahead and switch into Broadband. And then Broadband should be able to get rid of this thing with Drill Peck. Cool. And Natural Cure gets rid of the paralysis for me, so... Next would be Aerodactyl, and this guy I do not believe has touched me. Amazing. I would go with Artorigus, but it is one-shotted by Earthquake. I believe it one-shots just about everything else on my team. So Homestar is going to have to be the big choice here. I don't even know which one does more damage, Thunderbolt or Surf. It doesn't get one-shotted by either of them, unfortunately, so I'm just going to go with the stab boost here. Yeah, it does that, and then there's the Double Edge, which does a considerable amount of damage. Ooh! Damn it! The thing had Rock Head. If it didn't have Rock Head, it would have died there. That would have been hilarious. Okay, Charizard. Send in Broadband. He will probably be death fodder because this thing has Blast Burn, unsurprisingly enough. I couldn't send anything else in because it was I couldn't send Artorigus in because he also has Earthquake. And the intention here is to just heal Homestar back up. Yeah, there's the Blast Burn, which is unfortunate, but... oh, well, I can live with that if I can get rid of this Charizard quickly. Thunderbolt, and... okay, Mist. I'm very happy with that. So, the Charizard is down, which just leaves this Dragonite, which, with the level up, I might actually be able to one-shot this with Ice Beam. I'll have to rely on RNG for this one. At least I imagine that's going to be the case. oh, hang on by an inch. Dragon Dance. Okay, if it outspeeds Homestar, I auto-die. Unless RNG decides to be nice to me on this occasion. Or just freezes. Okay, cool. RNG was nice to me there. Yeah, that Dragon Dance would have been really, really horrific if it only needed the one to outspeed me. I was screwed. I was auto-screwed. But, with that now out of the way, next time we will be fighting Chapel, and in this particular case, I should hopefully be able to beat him now that I have access to a shit ton of revives.